My name is Andreas Schenk, and I'm the owner of Results Rehabilitation and founder of RTM, the Results Treatment Method.
What inspired you to be a therapist?
Primarily wanting to help people to feel better due to some of the injuries I had to overcome, many leg injuries and surgeries. I had to learn to walk a few times in my life. I had an episode where I had to be in cast for almost close to 2 years on and off. So it was not easy, but I wanted to obviously create opportunities and understanding towards patients in the future, and that was really then the inspiration, and also the belief that movements is really everything we need in our lives to actually keep functioning and actually allowing us to feel more comfortable. So that's kind of what my inspiration was in the very beginning, was really like, this is what I want to do. Lots of movements. I loved movements all the time. And coming from the athletic side, there was another reason why I wanted to integrate that into my treatments, my knowledge from self-experience, but then also, of course, from what I learned from the very good teachers I had in Switzerland.
What made you want to start Results?
It was not really a wanting to, it was more a necessity. I was in a situation where I was offered a former company I work with, and I actually ended up taking over the challenge because I knew that Coronado was a little difficult to start with, and nobody knew me at the time, and I had a few clients, and then I had to just start working on it. And it was more like that I really wanted to take the challenge on. I didn't really want to go back into the hospital settings. I knew that that is something which I did for close to 10 years, and I just felt like I wanted to take on the challenge of building up the company myself.
What is your ultimate goal for physical therapy in general?
My ultimate goal is truly to enhance the skill level for therapists, and that includes actually physical therapist assistants. I also want physical therapy not to be degraded to a level of standardized kind of cookie cutter type methodology of treatments, because that's what's commonly occurring right now in the communities out there. Unfortunately, there's some incredibly skilled therapists out there, but oftentimes they don't have the opportunity to really practice physical therapy the way they actually have started their programs. They are inspired to become caring people, and then unfortunately their system dictates that they cannot perform on the level they want to perform, and they cannot bring out their skill levels. And my goal is to actually enhance that and give therapists the opportunity and hope that with a different skill set that they can actually really make an incredible difference in the kind of care and assistance they can give to the community when people come in with pain. Doesn't matter what it is, really. Just enhanced knowledge, enhanced passion and compassion towards the whole process of being a physical therapist. That's really what my inspiration to them is. I would like that to be part of my journey in the next few years.
So in regards to teaching a different skill set, we have the results treatment method here. And what makes the results treatment method so different?
I believe that it is more detailed in the way the treatments are applied. Foundations of physics and anatomy is really truly followed, and there's a specific sequencing we developed in how those rules actually occur in terms of how the body responds to it. I do not believe that that skill set is there in other places, because I have not seen other therapists coming in here using or utilizing any of that type of knowledge, which is obviously then differs very heavily from what the common physical therapist actually uses. It is still physical therapy, it's just that we use the tools of knowledge in a maybe in-depth way and in a different way, and we use a little bit more common sense, physics and anatomy to come to the conclusion of a different sequence of approach. And then that approach, the techniques I developed over years, has also profound changes and changes the foundation of how you can progress the patient. So I think there's lots of things we differ from physical therapy, but yet we're still doing physical therapy.
Since starting Results 20 years ago, how has Results changed since its inception?
Yeah, that's quite a bit of change. I mean, in the beginning I was flying solo, so it was it's very hard in the beginning, and then now we have a great team of like 8-9 people working for us, and we're all inspired now, and we're enjoying the process of growing. I'm very happy with what's happening. So it changed significantly from being a very small clinic to now a flourishing, growing clinic, and especially a clinic which I believe all the therapists are inspired to see a bigger picture, bigger vision, which I have, which really is to try to go out there and teach a lot of the other therapists out there in the world, not just in the US, but actually in the world, to provide enthusiastic ways of learning and new ways to go about helping people. So that's really what is exciting about the difference in between beginning and current situation. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Would you say that that's your ultimate dream for this company?
I just want this company to be looked at as a leader of quality, uniqueness of how people are being treated, cared for. I also want the company to definitely be known to have tremendously skilled therapists, and that the therapists themselves then can be part of a growing future inside of the company. So that's kind of what I see there. Mm-hmm.
I know that you're shifting into more of a teaching role in the company. What do you like about teaching?
For some reason, teaching became a natural thing for me, because I just felt like I couldn't stand there and not help people to maybe do a treatment a little bit better. The motivation to help them to be more successful with a treatment application, to guide them, coach them, get them there where they want to be with the patients was always my main foundation. And then naturally I seem to have, I was told that I have a natural way of teaching very simplistically, and I have maybe the ability to do that, and people understand it in a very simplistic way. So the key is for me to inspire people during the process of teaching and engage them to actually dig deep and bring out their knowledge base, which they already come in with, actually, because they're all mostly doctors or physical therapists or licensed physical therapist assistants. They studied for a long time, and I'm not just there to facilitate them, a catalyst to get them to dig in and figure out, okay, whoa, I have not thought about this before. Why have I not thought about this before? And yes, now I can apply this, and it makes completely sense within the concepts of physics, anatomy, and knowledge you actually have accumulated over years and years and years. Everybody has the skill sets, and everybody can actually do what I would like to teach. Yes. Mm-hmm.
What has creating and owning results showed you about yourself?
That I should never give up. And that it's worthwhile fighting for it, and also to see how when you can inspire other people that they actually want to be part of it. I think that's a very important piece That's a learning experience which I very much appreciate, and it's about the teamwork. It's about recognizing that we all have something to offer, and that is really probably the most important thing what I learned about this process. I mean, it has a lot to do with how whatever I'm teaching and trying to build as a clinic and as a future vision of the results treatment method as a future project and seminar type based coaching institution, that it is a journey of just consistency and work, and you just dig in every day and just keep plugging away, and it's going to happen over time. Yes, that's what it is. Mm-hmm.
What advice do you have for people who want to start their own practice?
To believe that everyday hard work will work, that will definitely work out, but also get a really good skill sets in regards to business conducts, how to build up a business, and not to just think that the standard type of referrals from doctors may not work anymore too much. You need to also then have a relationship with community. And that's going to be the key to get more patients into the clinic, and I think that's be very important, and quality. If you keep it up with quality, then you can pretty much survive everything. That's my recommendation.
Thank you.
Thank you.